Take a large bowl and crack 2 pre-washed chicken eggs into it, at room temperature. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar and 10 grams of vanilla sugar for flavor. Take a whisk and mix everything until completely smooth. Do this thoroughly, for at least a few minutes. There should not be any lumps left after mixing. This is very important. Great. Now add 3 tablespoons of pre-sifted flour. Again, use a whisk to mix for a few minutes until completely homogeneous and lump-free. Take your time, but be thorough and loving. Next, take a saucepan and pour 600 grams of milk into it, with a fat content of 3.2%. It's desirable for the pan to have a thick bottom, as it significantly reduces the chances of the cream sticking. Place the saucepan with milk on medium heat and heat the milk to a hot state without letting it boil. As soon as you see steam, immediately remove the pan from the heat. Now pour about 300 grams of hot milk into the bowl with the mixture and immediately start stirring. Do it with a whisk. The mixture should be homogeneous and airy. Great, now pour the resulting mixture back into the saucepan and stir everything again. Place the mixture on the stove over medium heat. Cook for about 7 minutes until bubbles just start to appear on the surface of the cream, but don't let it boil. Stir constantly. Stirring is especially important at this stage. The cream should never burn and should be heated evenly, so stir with a whisk all the way through. As it warms up, the cream will become thicker. Our cream is ready. Pour it into a bowl. Cover it with cling film, ensuring it's in direct contact with the surface of the cream. There should be no air between the wrap and the cream. This is to prevent it from developing a skin while we proceed to the next step. Let's get to assembling the cake. Take a baking ring with a diameter of 18 centimeters and wrap the sides in cling film. You will use 500 grams of puff pastry as cakes. The cookies can be of any shape, the main thing is that they should be flaky. Lay out the first layer. You can start by greasing the bottom, but I like when the first layer is crispy, so the first layer will be cookies. There is a small space between the cookies, it will be filled with cream. And this will make the cake even more delicious and tender. Now, when the layer is laid out, add a couple of spoons of cream, and using a spatula, spread it evenly over the entire surface, so that it fills all the voids. Repeat the procedure a few times until you run out of cream and cookies. I got 7 layers for this volume, which allowed it to be quite tall and beautiful. Now, knock the mold on the table a bit so that the cream finally fills all the voids. Next, cover with cling film. It is very important that the foil is in firm contact with the cream, so the cream will not get weathered, will not crust, and in the refrigerator will not absorb foreign odors from other products. Put the cake in the refrigerator for 6 to 8 hours so that the cookies are well soaked in the cream. I personally poison it until the morning. Take some food wrap and lay it out on the table. Break a few pieces of puff cookies on top. Spread the cookies evenly over the surface and cover with the foil. Using a rolling pin, crumble the cookies into a fairly coarse sand. We will decorate our cake with it. You can also grind them with a blender, but I like it much better, because you have full control over the degree of grinding. Great, now put the sprinkles aside and take the cake out of the fridge. Peel off the top layer of foil. Next, remove the baking ring. Now remove the foil from the cake itself. Wow! It looks delicious. Take the sprinkles and sprinkle them on top of the cake. Then proceed to the sides. Decorate the sides with a spatula. The cream holds the sprinkles perfectly, so the process is very pleasant and exciting. Do everything calmly and lovingly. Rub the plate a little so that the rest of the sprinkles are evenly distributed on the plate, giving a neat and beautiful look to the whole dish. Wow! This is adorable. Look at how incredibly beautiful it turned out.